Ficau filalatu yang fafia to kau fata mai kau mai kai na lotu ka mai kala ka tu fo o pito mai fo a la que deu e ko fu tai ni pen que lava mai tuliki ko ni então filot o tu fafia ai fo mai o to pe to no kau fata ui koe ngāre i tiu whatu peto ki whaasapate e whapārangi ui pēmui i tō lahi tata ako whapapala e kau whiwhikau nuna kau takilot kau e tā ngāhi mātua tau kau whataha ene e fin e tawane pe ki hoko e whawhora e rahi mai tau toru kua tā kua kia ki whaasia ki tau sāpate be whoki ki kamata ki au ke whoo ta whangata ki ai nai ke minte lima pe malanga ka wono to hiki mai tonga malanga te
Sabi ko, ito wata haya patoktola ho wata.
Ko ni whakakau o mai e whiawhi koe ni. Whitala noa whelawaki ka moe palofita e whawhora. Ko taha ni e tangata ko Kau kau taki o manakoa pe o lelei au pito e na whona taki. Pe o wheo mai peha ki whakakau no pe me he tangata palofita koe ni o taki koe ni. So, our small devotion for this evening to close our Sabbath will be on one of the greatest leaders in the Bible. His name is Nehemiah. And just watching the youth walk in as was it meant to be an army? Yeah, like an army. It reminds me of Nehemiah, who once led his small army to go and rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. And this leader was a very great leader for Israel in a tough time that they were facing. But there's a lesson in the book of Nehemiah chapter 7, verse 4 to 5 that I'd like to read and like to draw our attention to close our Sabbath. So the book of Nehemiah chapter 7 verse 4 to 5, and it reads, Now the city was large and great, but the people were few therein, and the houses were not builded. And my God put into mine heart to gather together the nobles and the rulers and the people, that they might be reckoned by genealogy. And I found a register of the genealogy of them which came up at the first, and found written therein. So, here in the story of Nehemiah, coming to this part of the story, he is halfway, he's already finished building the wall, rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem, and then he puts people to look after like the security for the gate. He puts people to stand at the door, puts people to be the choir master, something like that, and he puts people to work in the temple. So he elects leaders. And after that, in verse 4, it tells us that he faced a challenge. And that challenge is the same challenge that we face in the church today. It tells us that people will feel therein. It reminds us of the work of the gospel and the harvest that we are facing, is that the harvest is plenty, but the workers and the laborers are few. So this was one of the challenges that Nehemiah faced as a leader. The city was large and great, but the people were few. There was no houses in the city, and that was a challenge. Who was going to look after the city after it's been built? Who is going to develop this city and going to look after the temple? We need people to be there. But in verse 5, there was a solution. Verse 5, it tells us that God put into Nehemiah's heart what he should do. And Nehemiah, being a leader, he was a very a resourceful leader. He always knew the answer to everything that he was doing. But from this part of the story, it shows us that it wasn't Nehemiah by himself. All throughout his leadership, it was God who put everything in his heart.
Amen.
That is what made Nehemiah a different type of leader, because every solution that he came up with was not his own, but God put it into his heart.
Amen.
So we can learn something from this. Whenever we face challenges, the challenge that Nehemiah and his builders, they faced, God put it into their heart what they ought to do. So the solution was simple. Nehemiah took the census. Argument Nehemiah to kakai ni go kakai na nofo utam kakai na nofo ikolo. Panesio ko hai kakai te na wala for the tau ba no kolo ko ni go mau te na wala nofo ye kolo na wala tau ni kolo ni go se usala. So the solution was Nehemiah took a census of the people in the city and the people on the countryside, and from this he knew which people could best afford to contribute to the development of Jerusalem. So that was the solution that God put into the heart of Nehemiah. Nehemiah was a different leader because he was a prayerful leader. We find in the first chapter of Nehemiah, it was a prayer. He was a prayerful leader. And I admire how this morning, being with although we came late to the prayer session this morning, the leaders of the church praying. And as he prayed, a holy purpose formed in his mind. And so when we face challenges as young people, we sometimes don't know what to do because there is no holy purpose formed in our minds, because our minds are filled with something else. But as Nehemiah prayed, a holy purpose formed in his mind, and then he fulfilled the purpose. He was called to go back to Jerusalem. So to end our Sabbath, may we say this prayer as young people, as a church. Lord, repeat after me. Lord, may you put into my heart what I ought to do. That is our prayer to close our Sabbath. The wise man said, out of the heart are the issues of life. Awi no pito ai whakapau e ni kai loko. Ngahi pore utau whenga ngai no moia. I he kolo utau moia i. Mai pōnga utau moia i. Ki hanga he o tua tuku i o tau o tō. Aia o tō tōnu i tau tōnu i tau whao. Ofa ke whaitau kina i tau tōnu.